How does a state debt ceiling affect the budget? Have you ever wondered how a state debt ceiling influences the budget? It's a fascinating topic that touches on how states manage their finances. A state debt ceiling is a legal limit set by state policies or laws on the total amount of debt that the state government can incur. This ceiling plays a significant role in the state budget process by restricting how much a state can borrow to finance its operations and obligations. When states create their budgets, they outline expected revenues like taxes and fees alongside planned expenditures, which include public services and infrastructure. If expenditures exceed revenues, states often need to borrow to cover the difference. However, with a debt ceiling in place, borrowing cannot exceed this legal limit. This means states must either cut spending, increase revenues, or find other ways to finance their needs. The debt ceiling serves as a fiscal control mechanism. It forces lawmakers and budget officials to plan spending and borrowing carefully. This ensures that debt growth remains manageable and does not threaten the state's financial health. For instance, if a state wants to finance a large project, such as building a new school or highway, the debt ceiling limits how much it can borrow. If the ceiling is close to being reached, this could delay or reduce those investments. Moreover, the debt ceiling impacts debt service costs, which include interest and principal repayments. If borrowing is restricted, states may need to prioritize paying off existing debt within their budget. This can lead to less funding available for other essential programs and services. When a state nears its debt ceiling, it may experience reduced budget flexibility. If the ceiling is reached and borrowing cannot be increased, the state might have to make abrupt spending cuts or delay payments. This can disrupt public services and financial obligations, creating challenges for the state and its residents. Raising the debt ceiling often requires legislative approval, introducing a political aspect to budget decisions. This process can lead to negotiations that may delay budget implementation. Some states might use extraordinary measures, like delaying payments or tapping into cash reserves, to stay within the debt ceiling. However, these are only temporary solutions and do not replace the need for sustainable budget policies. In practical terms, the state debt ceiling shapes the entire budget cycle by setting a hard limit on borrowing. Budget officials must align spending priorities, revenue projections, and debt issuance plans within this framework. Managing within the debt ceiling is essential to avoid legal violations and maintain public trust. In summary, the state debt ceiling is a vital tool that enforces fiscal responsibility and guides budget formulation. It plays a key role in protecting the state's long-term financial stability by limiting excessive debt accumulation. Understanding how this works can help you appreciate the complexities of state budgeting and public finance.